Hi everyone. Hey, good morning. Namaste. It's good to see you today as we look at workbook lesson 5 together. I am never upset for the reason I think. I am never upset for the reason I think. Lesson 5. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, situation, or event you think is causing you pain. And I would also add any object of experience. Just like it said, any situation, any object of experience that's occurring that you're aware of, where awareness is able to pause and check in and be unattached for a moment from the situation. And it says the idea, like the preceding one, which is these thoughts do not mean anything. So we've gone from looking out there to looking with thoughts, feelings, emotions, the within experiences. This situation or event you think is causing you pain, apply it specifically to whatever you believe is the cause of your upset. The description, using the description of the feeling, this is the awareness of the emotion, of the belief, any kind of a feeling, the description of the feeling in whatever term seems accurate to you. So you sort of check in and just be a witness to the experience. The upset may seem to be fear, could be fearful, worry, something about some event you're worried about, something that happened or may happen in the future, something that happened in the past that might cause some future upset or situation. Depression, so you're really checking in to see how you feel. Anxiety, anger's more, it's like it seems to be more intense. Hatred, and all of these things have projections, beliefs around them, some way that you are being hurt, or someone that you love, or some situation that is hurting, you feel is hurting you. Jealousy could be with your partner, or a business partner, or your husband or wife, children. Jealousy, any number of other forms, all of which will be perceived as different. This is not true, that they're different. However, until you learn that form does not matter, each form becomes a proper subject, and this is really an object of experience. Each form becomes a proper subject for your exercises for the day. There's a section in the text that says there's no hierarchy in miracles, and that also includes illusions. There's no hierarchy. There's no levels of illusions or miracles. Applying the same thought to each of these objects of experience, each of them separately, is the first step in ultimately recognizing they are all the same. They're all the same. All upsets are the same, no matter if it's a burn, a scratch, or cancer. I mean, believe it or not, that they're all the same, and they are handled individually in the beginning. They're handled separately as whatever emotion, whatever belief, whatever attachment it's giving to you, you just pause, right? When using the thought for today for a specific perceived cause of an upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause to which you ascribe to it. For example, and this is used in being a witness. I am not angry at blank for the reason that I think. I'm not angry at you, my brother. I'm not angry at you, at this situation for the reason I think. I am not afraid of blank for the reason I think. I'm not afraid of this situation for the reason that I think. So right there, you're just pausing and contemplating the upset. But again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind. And when it says search your mind, it means just pause and notice with awareness. You don't have to look for anything, just be the witness and notice it. Search your mind, that's how that works, for sources of upset in which you believe, and forms of upset which you think result. So these are beliefs, these are experiences, emotional. You can feel worry or fear, or that the experience of upset, just being aware of it, notice it. In these exercises, more than in the preceding ones, you may find it hard to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. And that's because it's so internal, you really have to pause and be aware of your situation emotionally. Just be aware of the emotion without labeling it, other than just to notice it right there. It might help to precede the exercises with the statement, there are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. So you're allowing that idea to come in and set the sort of the boundary or the parameters by the way you see, by the way you look. Then examine or notice your mind for whatever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. So this is just, this is giving the way to use this idea. I am never upset for the reason that I think. And you may also find yourself less willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than to others. If this occurs, think first of this: I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of these exercises, then, I will regard them all as the same. So this is where we generalize whatever the experience is, and we're just being a witness to what we're feeling or the emotional upset that's being experienced. It says, then search your mind, which means notice, just notice, be aware of this experience for no more than a minute or so, and try to identify a number of different forms of upset that are disturbing you, regardless of the relative importance you may give them. So we're just looking at, could be just a minor little irritation, could be something like you're really mad, you're really pissed off, you're angry. That happens to all of us. And this is the mind training that helps us to rest in awareness. Rest as presence, rest as the love and the light and the truth that we are. That's what these exercises are doing and pointing to. Apply the idea for today to each of them, each of these upsets, using the name of both the source of the upset as you perceive it and of the feeling as you experience it. Further examples are, I am not worried about this blank for the reason I think, and just contemplate that whole statement. I'm not worried about this bill for the reason that I think. I'm not worried about that conversation that I had with him or that I had with her for the reason that I think. I'm not upset for this over what I just said for the reason I think. Just pause and allow the statement to be made in contemplation. I am not depressed about this situation. I'm not angry. I'm not afraid of this situation for the reason I think. And like it said, no more than a minute. Just allow that thought to rise as being an object, something that you're just noticing, being aware of the contemplation, being aware of the upset, of the worry, of the description that you have ascribed a meaning to that is causing the emotion or the upset. It says 3 or 4 times during the day is enough. So we're going to you don't really have to search the mind, you only have to pause in quiet presence and notice if there's any upset. You don't have to ask, please bring me any upset that I have. That stuff comes up by itself. You don't have to ask for that. You just rest quietly. If you're feeling the peace of God, if you're experiencing quiet presence, it has a quality of I am about it. It has a quality of joy, of presence that you really can't put a lot of words on. It just feels very comforting, and you feel loved and loving. And if your peace is disturbed in any way, those are the things to bring into these exercises. So that's lesson 5. I am never upset for the reason I think. And tomorrow's lesson 6, I am upset because I see something that is not here or is not there. And we'll look at that together. So thanks for joining with me, everyone, and it's good to see you. Oh, you know what? It looks like my video went off, didn't it? Huh. Sorry about that. I have to redo that, I guess. Okay. Thank you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you for lesson 6 tomorrow.